Yo, what is going on, boys? It's your boy, The Abstract, and I apologize for my absence. But somebody asked me what we're doing today. What are we doing today? We're getting into this franchise. First things first, San Francisco 49ers. Why did I choose them? Let's take a look at their record. Last year, 2018, they finished 4-12, third in the NFC West. 2017, 6-10, fourth in the NFC West. 2016, 2-14, finished fourth in the NFC West. 2015, 5-11, finished fourth in the NFC West. 2014, 8-8, finished third in the NFC West. What does that tell you, boys? They need help. And I think I have the plan and the vision necessary to bring San Francisco back to the glory days. So without further ado, let's get right into this one. So what are we doing? Definitely keeping Kyle Shanahan as our head coach. I think I'm going to change the role to owner, financial mogul, because I'm definitely not a lifelong fan of the 49ers. Respect the franchise, respect the history. Just to let y'all know, fun fact, the Bears were the first team to beat them at their first home game in their new stadium. What is it, Candlestick Park? Whatever the hell the new stadium is. I said the Bears. Did y'all see me type that in? That was not intentional. I'm tired. It's 12:30. I got work in the morning, but I gotta bring you guys this video. I've been procrastinating long enough. I gotta bring it to you. So let's look at some of the settings we got going forward. All Madden, most definitely. I'll show you the sliders in just a bit. Game style simulation, yup. Instant starter off, just in case we do something weird and we maybe start a player career mode within this franchise. I don't want to have to go back and see if it's on instant starter, so I'll just change it now. Trade type in all, enable all. CPU only, salary cap, okay. Keep all that going. Quarter length, let's move that to 7 minutes. I should kill the accelerated clock, but we'll see after the first game. All of this is great. Tutorial pop-ups. No. Okay. So that's good. So we can just jump right into it. All right, boys. So week 1, we're playing against the Dallas Cowboys. And what I'm thinking is, let's start off by taking a look at our roster. So what do we have? Richard Sherman is the highest rated player on the team at 93 overall. I'm definitely not mad at that. Like I said, I'm a defensive minded guy. You guys are going to learn that real soon. DBs, cornerbacks especially, my favorite position on the field. I think they're the most important position right next to the quarterback position. And so Richard Sherman being here, he's getting older. He's 31 years old. He's not the fastest guy on the field. But like I said, he's got that X factor rating. And that X factor shutdown corner is going to help us out a lot. All right, it's going to help us out a lot. So let's take a look at what we got going on. Garoppolo. Let me explain the Garoppolo situation a little bit, right? Actually, let me come back to it. It'll take me the longest to explain. Nick Mullins, CJ Beathard. I really like both Nick Mullins and CJ. I'm thinking maybe we keep this the first year. No, actually, I'm thinking I'm going to cut CJ, to be honest with you. Keep Nick and bring in a free agent backup. I have an idea of who I want to bring in, but I won't spoil it. But that's what I'm thinking right now. Halfback Tevin Coleman, nice, straight out of Atlanta. Jerick McKinnon, Matt Breida, Raheem Mostert, and Jeff Wilson Jr. I'm really liking the speed. I'm loving the speed. At tailback, I love speedy tailback. Somebody that can get in and out, elusive, a Reggie Bush type player. I'm really loving that speed on all these guys here. What's the ball carrying? Not the vision. What's the carrier rating? Look at that. 86, 85, 90, 77, 70. This is not bad, boys. If you take a look at somebody, like let's just look at the Jaguars. Carry rating. Okay, there's this a little better. Let's look at Le'Veon Bell. Le'Veon Bell's carry rating is at an 88. Okay, maybe it's just me. Okay, maybe it's just me. But I can assure you, it's going to do us great favor for those carry ratings to be that high. I actually think with these two guys here at the bottom, I don't think they'll ever be seen in the field. I'm just going to be honest with you. But I like the fact that their carry rating is good. Let's keep our eye on one thing. What's the ball carrier vision? 82, 80. Okay, yeah. So I'm really liking what we got at the halfback position, fullback. At least they have a fullback. A lot of CD8 speed. I'm really going to be honest with you guys. I want to see Jalen Hurd and Deebo Samuel work their way into the offense. I really do. I really want to see. I mean, Jalen Hurd is 6'4", 227. I think by the end of this season, by the end of this NFL season, Jalen Hurd will be up here, maybe where Jordan Matthews is, if not where Kendrick is. I think he is just a better athlete than a lot of these guys, if I'm being honest with you. Deebo Samuel, I definitely see him working his way up the chart. Definitely. I think this wide receiver chart looks a lot different at the latter half of the season than it does right now. Tight end, guys. George Kittle is our second out of the two X Factor players. I'm definitely excited to see what his X Factor does. I don't know anything about this Madden. I haven't been playing it that much at all, other than some test games to see which franchise I want to hop into and just test some of these sliders out. But I don't know much about any of these X Factors, so I'm gonna get myself caught up, get reacquainted. Feel free to help me out in the comments. Up at left tackle, Joe Staley. I'm loving it. I'm loving it, Joe. What's the 27, 22, 25? Definitely cut Daniel. Probably cut Sean as well, just because we've got a young guy in Justin Skull, so there's no reason to keep this guy. He's 3 years in. We save almost $1 million if we cut him. I don't think we'll have the space to keep, obviously we're not gonna have space to keep 4 left tackles, to begin with. But let's just see how it goes. Left guard, Tomlinson. It's only 27. What's his development rate? Normal. Ben Garland. Here's the thing when you see these backup offensive linemen or defensive linemen with like 5+ years of experience in a normal development trait, they're taking up space. Don't get it twisted. He's got a 70 awareness, a 66 pass block, a 65 pass block power, a 67 pass block finesse, and a 75 run block. You put him in a game never because you want to put him in the game. You don't even put him in the game for development reasons. You put him in the game because Tomlinson or some other offensive lineman went down. And that's called depth. Meaning you can have somebody fill a hole and it not be detrimental for you if your starter goes down. So for example, a lot of teams, when you look at their quarterback spot, their starter quarterback is just it. If he goes down, that's the end of the season. That's having no depth at quarterback. We don't want to just get rid of guys like Ben Garland just because of the ratings and just because he's a 65 overall and he's 31 years old. But it's really bugging me he's 31 years old. If the rest of the offensive lineman does not look up to par, I think we have to keep Ben just as a flexible backup at O-line. But here's what I'm thinking. See what I mean? Wesley Johnson, 5 years, 28 years old, but he's a 58 overall. And his ratings are just not there. I mean, he's at a 79 on awareness. That's pretty good. But look at his pass block. That's a 59. If a D lineman has a 63 block shed, he's getting off that block. He's got 60 pass block power and a 62 run block. He's not opening any holes for anybody. He's not holding a block for longer than a second. So I mean, I just don't see the point of having him on the team. You get a draft pick in the 7th round, and I can guarantee you he's gonna have more upside than Wesley Johnson here. And I'm not trying to demean or knock this guy at all. I know Madden knocked down the ratings this year, but just from a logical standpoint, I mean, he's 28 years old. He's the same age as our starter, right? There's no way he outdevelops Weston. So you just got to go younger. If he's not beating out the starter, what point does he have on the team if we can get somebody in the draft or an undrafted free agent and we can just do better with that? I just don't see the point there, guys. To be honest with you. Right tackle, Mike McGlinchey. Definitely love my guy to Notre Dame. Definitely love that. In case you didn't know, Notre Dame is most definitely O-line you. Let's just pray our offensive lineman don't go down, okay? Let's just pray. D Ford. It's been a minute since I've seen that name. He used to play for Kansas City, right? We might be able to run a 4-3. DeForest Buckner, Arik Armstead, and take Nick Bosa and D4. Yeah, we might be able to run a 4-3. 4-3 defense. Let's see what the linebacker core is looking like. Malcolm Smith, I'm not loving this rating, and I'm not loving the fact that he's 30 years old. There's nothing wrong with him being 30 years old. I'm really shaming people's ages here. I just like developing younger guys because younger guys there's more upside. If he's a 6-point difference, I mean, in about 3 seasons, I think we'll see that 6 points deteriorate. I think we'll see that gap very much close within the first season, and even I think he'll surpass him by the 2nd to 3rd season, and you'll see the upside of playing him in that first season. If we let him sit the bench in favor of this 30-year-old in Malcolm Smith, what we'll see is him not develop. He'll still be a 67. He'll start to look like this guy. This is what happens when your young guys don't get to develop. They get 4 years into the league and they're only a 66 overall. Now, maybe this guy's just not a baller. Or maybe he didn't get the field time that he deserved. You know what I mean? Or that he needed, I should say, for him to grow. Fred Warner. Yikes. Quan Alexander. You're talking about a guy for the future. Quan Alexander is definitely... So we're definitely going to be running a 4-3. Most definitely. We're going to struggle a little bit at the linebacker position for right now. But Quan is definitely a bright point on this team. 87 speed, 90 acceleration. I love that. What's his block shot? 66. Power moves is 64. Play recognition is a 84. I love that. Let's go back to Bosa real quick. Nick Bosa, what's your block shot? 76. Tackles at 82. What's his awareness? 74. I love it. Love it. DeForest Buckner, 84. Yes, sir. Finesse move is a 91. We getting to the ball this year. We getting to the ball. Cornerback. Let's talk about it. Jason Verrett, Kwan Williams, Kwan Williams, sorry. Akello Witherspoon, DJ Reed Jr., Greg Madden, Dante Johnson, and Tim Harris. Our lowest rated guy is a 63. And from what we've seen, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Let's take a look at this man coverage rating. 89, 80, 73, 70, 71, 70, 64. This means man coverage is probably a no-go this season. Unless it's in the regular 4-3 package, I don't see us running man coverage. But if Richard Sherman gets beat off the press, off the snap, it's wraps for us. It's lights out. So we're probably gonna have safety help, so it's not gonna make that much of a difference. But it's something I keep my eye on in the draft. I definitely am thinking, from what I've seen, I'm thinking cornerback 1st round. I mean, it's just too important. It's too important for your DBs to make a difference. Beat us on the run, beat us on the ground. Do not beat me over the air. I'm not letting it happen. I'm not letting you throw for 300 yards, 400 yards on me. You're going to have to beat me on the run because I'm not letting you beat me in the pass. So we'll see what we can do this year. And I'm definitely thinking a cornerback 1st round next year. Free safety, Jimmy Ward. Yikes. Adrian Colbert. Now let's talk about what everybody should be wanting to know. What are we doing with Jimmy Garoppolo? Jimmy G. Okay. In 2017, when the 49ers picked up Jimmy G, he went 4-0 from the games he played. He might have went 6-0. I'm pretty sure he went 4. I know he didn't lose a game when he came in. Fact check me, guys, but I'm pretty sure I'm right. He went undefeated as a starter when he came into the San Francisco 49ers just before the trade deadline. 2018 comes around. Does he get injured first game? I believe so. Fact check me. I believe he gets injured first game. Jimmy G is a baller. Okay? He's a baller. He's played behind one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time. One of the greatest coaches of all time. And one of the most successful dynasties in the NFL, in sports history, to be honest with you. One of the most successful dynasties. That's who he's playing under. I'm not trying to stroke New England. Okay, I'm a Chicago Bears fan. I could care less about the New England Patriots. I'm just saying, do not doubt the boy Jimmy G's ability. Look at this. He's slow as molasses. That's fine. He's got enough speed and acceleration in him to pick up a first down if necessary. His throwing power is a 90. His short throw accuracy is at 89. His medium throw accuracy is at 83. And his deep throw accuracy is at 82. Throwing a run is at 83. Throwing a pressure is at 84. 85 play action. And a 81 awareness. Here's what I'm thinking. Like I said, we keep CJ Beathard. No, I'm sorry. We keep Nick Mullins. Look at who we can get out of free agency. Cut CJ Beathard if necessary. Keep Nick Mullins in there. Maybe even sub him in. Give him some development time, in practice and on snaps in the game, in the real game. See if we can develop him just a little bit more. Maybe get him to a 70 overall by the end of the year. And then I don't think we'll have enough space since we don't have have enough picks since we don't have a second round pick to pick up a quarterback in the draft. But very much keep an eye in free agency for a long-term backup quarterback. I'm not saying Nick Mullins doesn't do that. I just don't know if he's going to be the guy to go with. I want to be able to flex our offense around a little bit. But for right now, I'm really liking what we see in this team. I definitely think we can win at least 6 games this year. At the very least, maybe even break even. I don't see us going the 2018 record, 4-12. I don't see us doing that at all. But I'm very excited to start off this franchise with you guys. I appreciate y'all taking y'all time out to sit here and listen to me just talk, for 25 minutes. I am coming with the next Brandon Time episode, so stay tuned with that. I've got some more treats coming in for you guys. Different things. Hopefully you'll like it. Maybe you won't. Yeah, I'm gonna try not to procrastinate too much, but I've got work. I've got school coming up at the end of this month. So yeah, I got a lot of things going on, but I'm trying my best to get at these videos out here for you guys, and I really appreciate y'all's patience with me. Yeah, stay humble, stay blessed, and I'll see y'all in the next episode.